Like I said in the previous video, we're going to be looking at switch statements. So they're another kind of statement to control the flow of your program. So here we have a basic main function where we have a variable with the string close, and here we've got the switch statement, and you can create this by typing switch and then the variable you want to test. And what I mean the variable you want to test, that means in the switch statement we have cases which are denoted by the case word and a default which I'll explain in a second. But what this does is check the value of command for each specific case you write. So you can write a case where the value of command is create, and if the value of command is create, then do what's next. And instead of doing that and putting the code inside the curly braces, you just write a colon, and anything after the colon is part of the create case. We also have a case for when the value is open, and what this does is print opening, and a case for when the value is closed, and this prints closing. So as you can see, I want you to pause the video and tell me, or think for yourself, what is going to print. So pause the video. Okay, so the result is close, and I think it was pretty obvious because the value is closed, so it's going to go through all of these, check, is the value create? No, it isn't, skip to the next one. Is the value open? Nope, skip to the next one. Is the value close? Yes, it is, so we're going to execute this and break out of the switch command. If you come from other languages, I'm not sure if it's Java, where in the switch case you have to use the break keyword to actually stop the switch statement from continuing. In Go, it automatically breaks. So once it's hit a case, then it'll just come out the switch statement. Now, what if we don't know the value? Maybe we can use this to, in menus where you have commands, and like here, this is based on a fictional menu where we have the command close, create, open, close. Well, what if the user types, for example, hello? Well, we don't have a case for that. We don't know, because there are billions of possibilities that the user can type. So what we have is a default case, which is you just simply write default colon and write what you want to execute when none of the values are recognized. So here we're just writing unrecognized command. So for example, well, let's just run this first, and as you can see, as you would expect, it prints out closing. However, if we type this to let's say new file, just to write something, and we run this again, it's going to run unrecognized command because we don't have a case for new file. We could write a case, but I mean, if you just want these commands to be supported, then you don't really have to write it, but you can write new file and new file, and if we run this, it will do new file. So that's pretty much it for switch statements. I think they're fairly easy. They can get quite clustered if you create lots of cases. So that's why the default is very important to have, to prevent any errors or from your program not functioning correctly. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any questions, as always, just leave them in the comments and I'll try my best to answer them. Thanks for watching.